All right, we have Umaru Kirawa, correspondent in Borno State, joining us now live right here on News Central. Now, Umaru, good to see you, and thanks for the comprehensive report. Tell us, from what you know, is there any indication that of the intended victims of this attack or the motive for this suicide bombing? We hear that the explosions occurred not far from a military base.
Sorry, can you come again?
Yeah. Is there any indication as to the motive of this suicide bombing or the intended victims? Because we hear it happened not far from a military base.
Well, so far, nobody can tell that, nobody can give reasons behind the suicide bombings, but the fact is they are here and they are just killing people anyhow with no reason. And even right now that I am talking to you, we are waiting for more ambulances coming from Gwoza. We just communicated with some of them. They are around Konduga, and hopefully some of the victims will be here at the State Specialist Hospital for treatment and then more support.
Is this the first time that such an attack, be it by suicide bombing or terror attack, has taken place in Gwoza? If not, what security measures were set in place to ensure that something like this should not happen?
Well, so far, the security have taken over some of the major streets of Gwoza, and then curfew has been declared since yesterday night. Immediately, the incidents got high, and then the security are, of course, on top of the situation. However, nobody can give more details of what is happening right now in Gwoza until some of the drivers who went to Gwoza to bring some of the victims tell us more about what is happening down there in Gwoza.
All right, tell us about the response of the State Emergency Management Agency and other emergency services in the wake of these attacks.
Well, the State Emergency Management Agency and, of course, the government as a whole have taken swift response by immediately supporting the victims, taking them to hospitals, providing ambulances. It's good that ambulances were available at Gwoza, and most of the victims were brought to the State Specialist Hospital, Maiduguri, and, of course, at the General Hospital, Gwoza, where some of the medical personnel also played critical role in supporting the survivors of the bomb blast. So by and large, the government have really responded in terms of supporting the victims of the bomb blast. But from what from the information I'm getting from most of the families is that their hope is that this kind of ugly scenario will be tackled so that peace, the relative peace that people are enjoying in the state, will be sustained, so as every problem and challenges of the bomb blasts, of attack, and so on and so forth evaporates.
It seems like Borno State was experiencing relative peace following years of terror attacks, including suicide bombings. Is there a sense or a fear that Borno may be returning back to the days of frequent suicide attacks or terror attacks, rather?
Well, both natural. When incidences of this magnitude happen, fear usually comes to the minds of the people. But our people are very much strong, they are resilient, and from what I am getting from most of the people is that they believe that no matter how long the night is, it must give way to the light of the dawn. That no matter how much the incidents takes toll, one day, one time, people are hopeful that this madness or this unfortunate, ugly scenario will soon be a thing of the past. But however, much more needs to be done in terms of addressing the issue using persuasive means, and of course, much more use of force when persuasive means usually when persuasive means fails.
Let's talk about the response by security agencies. Of course, we hear that a curfew has been declared Is there a beef up of security in Maiduguri itself, apart from Gwoza?
Well, like I've said earlier, nobody can give very much detailed information about the security, the response of the security, or how the security are tackling the situation in Gwoza. But it's obvious that the security have declared curfew, and people are indoor, people are even scared of coming out. The security are going around to check, because there have been threat also of the suicide bomb attackers in Pulka town. So the security, I believe, they are going to crisscross and then check whether there are other potential threats that will that might happen. So the securities are on top of the situation. They have declared state of emergency, and hopefully things will get better in Gwoza and other parts of Borno State.
All right, Umaru, you take care of yourself and stay safe, and we appreciate your reports and the work you're doing in a very challenging environment.